What's up, guys? I figured today I'd show you guys what I ride with or what I bring on pretty much every dual sport ride. I stay pretty kitted out. You know, I'm one of them people, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. So I try to keep just about everything you could need. I also end up seeming to help people because they don't have a lot of tools, or they have tools and they can't use them. So anyway, the first thing that I have is this Tusk front fender bag, and I don't know how they made it as cheap as they did, but it's awesome. I don't even think it was 20 bucks. It comes with, if I can get that thing out of there, it comes with 2 tire irons. They're not the greatest irons, but I mean 2 tire irons, a bag that goes on your fender for less than $20 it's amazing. I almost didn't buy it because it had bad reviews, but they specifically tell you to notch your fender, and people weren't doing it and they were sliding off. I've never had that come off. So it comes with your 2 tire irons, and I do have a front tube installed here. So that'd be my first thing. I think it's awesome. It'll, pretty much fit on any dual sport motorcycle. The next thing is, I get asked from mainly people who don't ride motorcycles if these straps are holding on my rotor packs, which obviously, if you guys know, that holds it on. The straps are just there, to hold precious cargo and other stuff. I just keep them cinched down and out of the way when I'm not using them. If I go on a long trip, I'll put a dry bag up here, and as long as these guys, as well as these guys. So what I got in here is a couple other things. Like I said, I probably add a little bit more weight than I really need to. And I like when I ride with some other people, we can kind of figure out who has the same tools, and I, kind of alleviate, some of the stuff. Spark plug. So, first thing on this side would be a jumper pack. So this will start your bike. If it's dead, my DR650 does not have kickstart, so it relies solely on the battery to start, unless you can pop start it or whatever. But it's pretty cool. You can charge your phone, and it is missing, which is convenient. But it charges. It must be in the house, but it charges from either your cigarette lighter or in the wall. It has all these attachments that'll go into. They try to make it to fit most phones, and then there would be your clamps that you actually hook up to the battery and start your machine. So the next thing would be first aid. I've rode a long time with just tools and no first aid, which was not smart. Which this isn't the most comprehensive thing, but it's pretty cool. It'll do some stuff. So I got that as a gift for Christmas this year, so I'll start packing that all the time. Next thing would be the slime tire pump. Man, this thing is awesome. I've used it a lot. It's fairly compact. You can actually break the casing off. I've seen people do, and get it even smaller. And if you have a battery tender, it'll plug right into that. The only thing I would say to do is have your bike running while you use it. But I have nothing but good things to say about it. You can get it at Walmart. I looked at all these $high dollar pumps and all that, and kind of did some research and got this thing, and I've used it so many times. It's been dropped, and it's great. Next thing would be a rear tube. So just for a note, if you didn't know, most of you probably do, a front tube you can actually put in the rear. I wouldn't run it for the end of time, but to get you where you want to go, because the rear tube does take up a lot of room. I just carry both. I'm just that away, but if you're going to carry one tube, carry a front. Next thing, get this out of here. Bug slide for my face shield, cleans it off, comes with a rag. I don't know, there you go, a little plug for them, works really good. Cleans off bugs, mud, all that crap. This is a homemade, basically a lift for your bike so you can get the tire off. I do not have a center stand, so I have no way to kind of pick up the bike if you're out in the middle of nowhere. This was made from a crutch. I can't take credit for this one. This was given to me by a friend. I did make one similar to it. I don't know where it is right now. But basically what this does is you know, adjust this and you pick up the bike and it'll hold it up just enough so you can get the tire off. If anyone's interested in that, I can kind of show you in a separate video how that works. I've used that numerous times, and it folds down fairly. It takes up a little bit of room, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't be without this thing. So that would be it for that side. On the right side is where I keep my tool pack and such. It's nestled in there. Toilet paper. I thought that was my documentation, but anyway, toilet paper, well, you know what that's about, so. This is my tool pack, the tool roll. Everyone kind of has their own stuff. I can kind of show you what I have in here. I went ahead and bought these bead breaker from Motion Pro. They're pretty expensive, but they're pretty sweet. And the spoons are much better than what come in the front of the Tusk. But I still think it's nice to have 3 spoons. So I'll break the bead with these, and then I'll start spooning with these, and I'll use the third one as kind of a holder or whatever. So needle nose, use those every now and then. They work all right. Channel locks, I threw in here not knowing if I'd use them. I use them all the time. You can really bend some stuff and put some good amount of leverage on stuff. Vice grips, always a good idea. They've saved me in a pinch also with the broken petcock. I have obviously the ratchet in here. This is a plug kit, which obviously I have tubes, so I won't use, but not everybody has tubes, so I can plug the tire if I need to. These are just gloves, extra valve cores. You know, if you're gonna be doing like an oil change on the side of the road, or who knows, you know, you just get nasty. And then you're done and you have no way to wash your hands, and you're like sliding your hands back in your gloves. It's kind of miserable. So I just throw some latex gloves on, get the job done, pull them off, and then, you know, turn them inside out, put them back on my bike, because I'm not about littering. So you can do that and throw them away, and you get to wherever you can throw them away at. In this pouch, mechanics wire. My goodness, I have used this stuff so much for just countless things that break and you don't have a bolt or just anything. You can tie up almost anything with it. The Leatherman Tool, you can just kind of use this, you know, for anything. It's a good all-arounder and it saves up a lot of room. A lighter, I keep that just in case I need to make a fire or something. Or, you know, heat up some patches. A couple hose clamps. This would be a bunch of zip ties, but you never know. Some people think those are a permanent fix. In here, Allons, which those are kind of big. I probably should need to find something somewhere for that. Just about every bit you could ask for there, it will go into this driver, and that's probably a little overkill too, but that's what I got. Steel stick. So I got this stuff not really knowing how it worked or how good it was. Last year, a guy dumped his bike in a creek and hit a rock and broke his water pump. You know, just cracked it. It was weeping. And we put this stuff on there, and it was like 3 years old. The package was crappy. I was like, man, I don't know. We you know, kneaded it up, balled it up, put it on there. It worked awesome. So I'm a huge fan. So, you know, if you get a broken case or something like that, that's just, you know, there's really no other fix out there. This stuff works awesome. Spark plug socket fuses. This kind of houses my all my little sockets. So I'm not one of those people that only got like a 10 and an 8 and you're 12. I actually just have them all in there, so it's a little overkill. And then I have the very weak factory toolkit, but it does do my axle, so that's pretty important. So anyway, that's what I carry pretty much on every ride. You know, I haven't been not able to fix something to get me out of the woods yet, so that's pretty good. Give me a holler if you think I'm missing something, or you know, I need to add something, because I'm always looking to you know, not get stranded. You guys take care. Thanks for watching.